디지털 음원 부분 ITZY 축하드립니다.
축하드립니다. ITZY.
네, ITZY 축하드립니다.
They were loud, fearless, and impossible to ignore. In a time when most rookies played it safe, they exploded onto the scene with a sound that screamed self-love and a style that bent every rule.
태령아, 예지 부르다가 포기하고 갔거든?
But being bold is easy at the top. What happens when the spotlight dims and the doubts start creeping in? The year was 2019. ITZY's debut marked the start of a bold new era in K-pop. Their debut track, DALLA DALLA, was loud, fearless, and polarizing. Critics said it was messy, but fans, they were hooked. The genre-bending sound, the defiant lyrics, and that unforgettable chorus turned it into a generational anthem. It didn't follow the rules, and that's exactly what made it work. DALLA DALLA was a massive success. The track earned 17 million views within the first 24 hours, an incredible feat that cemented ITZY's explosive rise. It scored ITZY a music show win just 9 days after debut, the fastest for any girl group at the time. It also earned them the Rookie of the Year Grand Slam, winning the title from all 5 major award shows. The fan community gave them a nickname, Monster Rookies. And for good reason. No other group was climbing the charts and breaking records this fast. Even legendary groups like Blackpink and Twice didn't accomplish this level of rookie dominance. Then came ITZY, a high-speed track that doubled down on ITZY's DNA, being loud, confident, and different. The song carried the same self-love message and eccentric production, and while it wasn't everyone's taste, it solidified ITZY's identity. Their style aimed to stand out, not to play it safe. ITZY's 2020 release, WANNABE, didn't just drop as another song. It became a cultural moment that millions connected with. The track perfectly captured the essence of ITZY's bold, unapologetic identity. With its infectious beat, powerful message of self-love, and fierce attitude, WANNABE was an anthem for anyone who refused to conform. But it wasn't just the song that had an impact. The choreography was iconic. Ryujin's shoulder dance quickly became one of the most viral K-pop choreographies of all time. The song's lyrics spoke to a generation struggling with self-identity and pressure to fit in. WANNABE didn't just dominate the charts, it defined an era for ITZY. From viral dance challenges to inspirational messages, WANNABE cemented ITZY's place as a global powerhouse, attracting fans from all corners of the world. It went beyond the music. ITZY's message was loud and clear, and the world took notice. After WANNABE, they kept the momentum going with Not Shy in the Morning and Loco. Each comeback leaned into different flavors of confidence. Not Shy was about chasing love without hesitation. In the Morning turned them into sleek femme fatales. Loco brought back a colorful chaos that defined their earlier sound. By the end of 2021, ITZY had proven they could do it all. Concept switches, viral dances, and strong physical sales. They were selling out arenas and charting globally. Their music videos were racking up hundreds of millions of views. ITZY set the tone for 4th-gen K-pop, bold, confident, and unapologetically themselves. At one point, every new girl group was chasing the standard they created. But in K-pop, nothing lasts forever. 2022 was a turning point for ITZY. After dominating the 4th generation, the group seemed to hit a wall. Once the bold, confident frontrunners, ITZY was now struggling to find their footing. Sneakers was a commercial hit, but it lacked the bite of their previous tracks. Gone was the fierce attitude that defined them, replaced by a bright, quirky concept that felt awkwardly out of place. After the sleek power of Loco and Mafia in the Morning, the energy that had made ITZY stand out suddenly felt disconnected from their earlier sound. Then came Cheshire. More mature? Yes. Memorable? Not quite. Fans appreciated the growth, but the magic that once made ITZY untouchable seemed to have vanished overnight. No viral choreography, no trending hashtags, just confusion about where they were headed. What was worse, ITZY wasn't just facing internal confusion. The whole K-pop landscape had shifted. Fresh bloods like aespa, LE SSERAFIM, and IVE were taking over. aespa dropped experimental bangers that dominated social media. LE SSERAFIM brought raw attitude and authenticity that captivated Gen Z. IVE's infectious pop perfection was inescapable, and ITZY, once the trailblazers, seemed to be trailing behind. They weren't leading anymore, they were struggling to keep up in an industry that moves at lightning speed. Yesterday's innovators can quickly become today's old news. Fans were starting to question, had ITZY's moment passed? Where did they go from here? The shift was undeniable, and for the first time, ITZY was facing the harsh reality that staying on top wouldn't be easy. But the true test of greatness isn't avoiding the fall, it's how you rise after it. In 2023, ITZY took a bold step forward with Kill My Doubt. It was their most mature, introspective release to date. The title track, Keg, brought back their quirky energy, but it was Bet On Me that really spoke to fans. The song was raw and emotional, with lyrics about self-doubt, anxiety, and choosing to believe in yourself. For many, it felt like a letter from ITZY to themselves and to their fans. This was the ITZY that fans had grown with, still confident, but no longer invincible, willing to show cracks and in doing so, becoming more relatable. Then in early 2024, ITZY made a powerful return with their third studio album, Born to Be. The album marked a significant evolution in their sound and image, especially the solo tracks for each member. The title track, Untouchable, quickly gained traction, topping YouTube's global trending chart within hours. Their world tour spanned 18 countries, highlighting their global reach and commitment to connecting with fans worldwide. Later in the year, ITZY doubled down with the release of their 9th mini-album, Gold. First-day sales hit 200,000 copies, earning them a 2x platinum certification. The critics who had written them off were suddenly paying attention again. The ultimate power move? Yeji's solo debut with Air. Elegant, powerful, and technically flawless. The choreography, styling, and vocals were all on point, cementing her status as ITZY's undeniable ace. ITZY has always been about confidence, but what makes them special is how that confidence has evolved. From bold rookies who shouted their worth with Dalla Dalla to seasoned idols confronting their own doubts in Bet On Me. ITZY's journey reflects the experience of a generation that's grown up with them. They're not chasing trends, they're adapting, experimenting, and most importantly, staying true to themselves. That's why fans still root for them. They're no longer the loudest group in the room, they're the ones who've been through it and are still standing. And with new solos, stronger albums, and a clear hunger to push forward, ITZY is ready to take back the spotlight. Because the truth is, once you've ruled the fourth generation, you never really stop being royalty. ITZY dared to be bold. Will you?